Well, this is definitely something that I did not anticipate having on my bingo card for this year, and that is official gameplay for Splitgate 2. We got a announcement trailer not too long ago, and it mentioned that it would be coming out in 2025, and so naturally, I thought we would not be seeing gameplay anytime this year, and yet they just dropped an official gameplay trailer. Now, if you don't know what Splitgate and the franchise is, back in, I believe it was 2019, right before the pandemic hit, Splitgate launched on PC, and I believe it released on consoles as well. And I actually did not play it when it first came out, but my buddy played it a lot. And what he liked to call it was Halo for PlayStation players, which, I mean, is kind of true. It does play a lot like a classic Halo game, or even more so, a classic arena shooter, with the fact that it has portals that you can put in, just like from the games from Valve with portals. So I jumped into the game more recently this year and was playing around with my buddies, and I really had a fun time with it. You know, it was really heavily based on your skill, and I have to say I have zero skill with putting the portals up. But something that I really felt with the game was that it felt strangely outdated. Everything was very slow, which again I understand. It's an arena shooter. It's not really meant to be super fast paced, but the game felt a little clunky. So when they announced Splitgate 2, I was really excited because I thought, hey, maybe this is going to bring in an engine refresh and maybe the game would play maybe just a bit smoother. And that's what it looks like here. It looks like the game kind of follows suit more. It's really interesting. The gameplay looks more like the gameplay from a game like Halo Infinite. You know, it's still this kind of classic Halo arena shooter with a little bit more movement into it. And yet, I love the fact that they added in sliding. That was one of the biggest things from the first game that I just could not get used to, was the fact that you couldn't really slide and gain momentum. And so Splitgate 2 is this really awesome looking blend of Halo Infinite and almost Titanfall 2 in a way. It's got this really smooth looking mechanics and shooting to it. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of aim down sights. It looks like a few weapons have that, but it's also got the jetpack and sliding and a lot of movement base. I don't think there's any wall running. It'll be interesting to see if they have that in there. But something also that they're introducing into this sequel is factions, which basically are like classes. Choosing 3 different factions gives you different abilities. That first one is the Arrows, and I'm probably saying these wrong. I need to go back and watch the trailer again. And this is the class for the movement lovers, they say. People who use this have agility with quicker reloads and faster sprinting. Each faction also has different abilities, things like wall shields, and it looks like that one of them has a gravity bomb that kind of pulls everybody in. It's like they have a speed boost, which again, coming from Titanfall 2, absolutely love that. Super excited that I can go fast on the battlefield. That doesn't mean that my aim's going to be any good though. I'm probably going to miss all my shots. The second faction is Meridian, and it's they call it the Healer and Spotter. This is probably something I'm going to go with. It looks like they kind of have a wall hack ability, as well as I believe it's healing grenades. I don't know if that replaces their regular grenades or if it's just kind of an extra ability that they have as well. So they've got that spotting that they can do, and then the healing of the team. So really kind of a support class. This is definitely one that I'm probably going to go to right away. And the last faction is Sabrask, which is they call it the Defender and Fragger. So these guys have a wall shield that they can put up. And what's nice about this wall shield is that you can shoot through it and your enemy cannot. You can even go around the wall shield on the other side and you can still shoot through it and your enemy cannot. It probably doesn't have the greatest amount of health, and it looks like it's a little on the small side, that maybe only you and one other person can really stand behind it. But then they also have specialty grenades that explode. If you didn't play the first game, there were no grenades that you could throw. They were basically just grenades that would destroy portals when you saw them. So this actually probably answers my question earlier about the healing grenade, that these guys are the faction with the grenades. So they're the ones that you can put up the shield and start lobbing grenades into a room, which looks awesome. Splitgate 2 looks like it's shaping out to be a lot of fun. It's definitely a little bit different from the first game. They've obviously sped up the game overall. The new engine looks amazing. Again, there's nothing wrong with the old game, but for some reason when I'm ever in the menus playing the game, everything seems really kind of slow and clunky. But it looks awesome. The game looks really pretty and beautiful. It looks like it's still heavily focused on your skill, I like the idea of adding in some special, basically classes like those factions work as. I really like all the abilities that they're bringing in. The weapons, they look awesome. I'm sure they're going to sound clean and precise and just wonderful. It's overall looking like it's going to be a great time. The game is going to be free to play. There's apparently an app that you can download and read comics and learn more about the game. That's not really something for me, but I do respect their drive to kind of create this world and this whole franchise around it. August 14th, we're actually getting a live stream to watch some more gameplay. I'm definitely going to be tuning into that and seeing what the game looks like. Really excited for this. I believe they announced it's coming out next year. I'm hoping for Q1 of next year, early. I want to get this game into my hands and start playing it with my buddies. The first Split game, to my knowledge, is still not going anywhere. You can still play it. Me and my buddies still play it every now and then. Normally after some long, intense gaming sessions, we like to cool off and just kind of mess around inside of Splitgate. So yes, Splitgate 1 is super fun. Super excited for Splitgate 2. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.
You can spawn in, hit some shots, play with your friends. I'm excited for people to see it. I think they're going to like it a lot.
Nice! Big steal, big steal.